Let me ask you this question. Have you ever experienced such situations? You are investing so much money and time on acquiring your customer, but when you look at your customer journey, when you look how long they stick with your business, you see that they purchased once, maybe if you're lucky enough, twice.
Shit, that's terrible.
That in the long run, it's going to ruin your business because more and more competition comes in this already saturated marketplace. When the supply is high, what happens is that the cost to acquire the customer is going to get higher. Let's be honest, the jewelry industry is brutally competitive. So just relying on acquiring the customer is not gonna benefit you in the long run, and eventually it will be really tough to keep going.
So what now?
That's why it's important to look at your backend. What happens after you got the customer? Because it's much easier to reconvert, to get literally pure profit. I personally believe that the best way to have a good backend is to include some kind of recurring model. And we all heard that recurring models work for, let's say, service-based businesses or for info products, but it's not that discussed for e-commerce or specifically for jewelry stores. So I want to address this and help you out with this particular thing.
Yeah, okay, let's talk.
We'll discuss how to create it and how to use it profitably so you can add more profit to your jewelry store. You see, the cornerstone of a profitable recurring model, specifically for jewelry stores, I want to emphasize this one more time, is to send them a surprise on a particular time frame. This particular thing can help you a lot with keeping your customers engaged and making them feel more intrigued about what is going to be next surprise that you will send them. So from the customer side, this kind of journey is much more interesting, of course, assuming that you have a great offer.
Interesting thing.
There are a couple of things that we have to discuss and keep in mind. First thing is we want to determine what kind of products we want to send them in that particular time frame. For that, it will be fantastic if you have some kind of data. It doesn't need to be a lot of data. You need to have some kind of product sold, so you could understand what your audience, what your traffic is much more interested in, what kind of range of products they look at most of the times. We have to determine what sort of jewelry we want to put in that surprise box. Most of the times we will include products that are in the range of the best sellers. That's why I said that we have to have some kind of data to understand what people are much more interested about it.
That's interesting. That's very interesting.
If you offer a wide range of products, let's say rings, bracelets, necklaces, earrings, you could look, okay, in most cases, people purchase in the first place earrings. Okay, great. What is going to be the second bestseller? Let's say it's rings, for example. Now you could send them for the first month rings. In that way, they can combine those earrings with those rings in some kind of way, and they can perceive that it's much more valuable in that way, the way you send them products. So at the end of the day, you want to make them perceive that you are adding value when you're sending them the next surprise box.
You know what? You are exactly right.
Also, something that I noticed it's working excellent for jewelry stores is offering different categories. So for example, you could have minimalist styles, you could have classic, you could have bold, and in that way, if someone is much more interested in bold, you could focus just on bold to kind of like offer only bold products for that particular client. And you could do that with automation in the backend of the website builder that you use. The next step is to decide on the length of your subscription plan. You could offer a monthly, bi-monthly, or quarterly, or even yearly subscription plan. I noticed that in most cases, a bi-monthly subscription plan is working quite good, but that depends on your price ranges. The next thing that is crucial.
What kind of crucial shit?
is as a tree falls, let's say, in a forest and no one hears, if no one knows that you offer surprise boxes and you send them monthly, bi-monthly, depending on your time frame, won't do any good for your business. That's why it's important to add an opt-in to your website where people can subscribe to this recurring model and can get the surprise boxes from you. Another thing that is extremely important and we need to discuss is that we need to create a system for tracking orders and inventory. You need to keep track of the number of orders and what kind of pieces you include. This will help you with getting more accurate information about your lifetime value of your customer, which will result in understanding better how much you can spend on acquiring your customer in the first place.
Okay, great. Next date.
Finally, the last and the most important thing that we have to discuss is that we need, as a business owner, to provide an excellent customer service. And you don't have to say it like, I hate when I see brands when they say that our unique selling proposition is providing this excellent customer service. You don't have to say it, you have to show it visually. You have to ensure that you literally care about your customers' needs and problems.
Why is that?
This is a must if you truly want to add 4 to 5 figures per month in recurring revenue. Without a great offer and without gently tackling the customer's needs with great subscriber boxes that we discussed, this kind of recurring model is not going to last. People will leave, will cancel this subscription model very, very quickly, and you will find yourself struggling to increase your profits in that case. That being said, by offering them a surprise every month or two, will keep them engaged and excited and eager to receive their next delivery.
So that's really, really exciting.
With a right marketing strategy and a great customer service, this can be an addition, a huge addition to your jewelry business.